Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for stopping by Big Age Love with Robin R. Robinson. I'm so happy to see you and I hope you're doing well. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you've been loving on yourself and treating yourself excellently and being good to yourself and taking time for yourself and all the good and wonderful things. Big Age Love, this is a show for savvy melanated folks age 55 and over who want to laugh, who want to age well, who want to have some fun, who want to be uplifted, and you want to keep your mind moisturized because a moisturized mind is a magnificent mind, okay? And you want to stay as cute as hell in the process. Check, check, check. Win, win, win. Thank you so much for joining me. It is Friday, February the 13th. It is 11:04 a.m. Central Standard Time. And rain is expected all day tomorrow. I love the rain, so I'm looking forward to that. Um, so did you watch the Super Bowl? I certainly did. I don't know what Benito was talking about, but I certainly could feel the vibes and the unity and the excitement and the dancing was fabulous and the pride, the unity, all of it. It was a spectacular show. The production value was on point and some folks talking about, "Oh, I can't understand what they're saying. I wish it was more American. Why can't they speak the language that we listen to? Oh my God, this is a travesty. I don't understand." You know what? Later for you. Later for you. I mean, folks go to opera and they don't know what the opera singer is talking about, and most operas are done in Italian. I went to see Luciano Pavarotti many, many years ago, and I took my then 5-year-old grandson, and we did not know the words that were coming out of his mouth, but we definitely could understand the passion and the depth of what he was saying and how it affected him and the audience. So you don't have to understand lyrics to feel emotion or to be moved, okay? Some folks just like tripping. Besides, we need more coffee in our cream anyway, if you get my meaning. But enough of that. I want to talk to you about friendship, and I'm going to read to you what the definition of friendship is. Friendship is forming a bond with someone you like, trust, and enjoy spending time with, while also displaying mutual affection, support, and respect through good and bad times with empathy and care, even when it's inconvenient. I have a friend here in Texas who I met while I was working for a nonprofit, and she is really super duper cool, and I liked her from the start. And so, as you know, coworkers are folks you do not choose who you work with and who they are. And a lot of times you may not like them, respect them, want to be around them, want to get to know them. I mean, you can't stand their asses. But anywho, focus. But that's not to say a coworker can't become a friend because they often do. I mean, you're with this person 40 hours a week, so obviously friendships are not well, friendships and bonds can be formed, but it's not a given. It's not a prerequisite. So anywho, we got to get to know each other during my 3 years there, and it was really easy to be her friend. She attended all of my birthday dinners, and she gives the greatest gifts. She's really, really generous, and she's really easy to get along with, and she's non-gentle, non she is gentle. She's non-judgmental and she's got an easy laugh and we call each other cousin. We've traveled together. We're getting ready to take a trip later on this summer. So, yeah. Friendship is a choice, but coworkers aren't. So she's a coworker who became a friend. However, later on, she did tell me that when she first met me, she thought that I was a little standoffish, a little uppity. Me as a little uppity, maybe even a little highfalutin. Me? Highfalutin? How could that possibly be? I really don't know how I could be deemed as highfalutin. But anywho, I'm working on it. I'm not perfect. Hey, I'm better now, okay? But anyway, um, just between you and me, she's the only friend that I have in Texas. The only friend that I have in Texas. You're probably wondering, "Oh, Robin, how could that possibly be? That cannot possibly be, can it?" Oh, but it is, Grasshopper. It is. I've tried to form relationships here and whatnot, but I run into some folks who are so flaky they put head and shoulders to shame. Okay, uh, you know, but I do have to admit I am a tad persnickety about the people that I want hanging around me. Okay, you got to have black excellence and want to be and do better than what you are. Okay, that's just the bottom line. I don't want mediocrity and people who want the pickings and the leavings around me. Bottom line. Okay, Although there was this one sister that I was going to give her the benefit of the doubt because I was trying to broaden my horizon. So I figured if I let's give her the benefit of the doubt. And even though I knew that we were not cut from the same cloth, honey, our cloths weren't even in the same store or in the same city. Okay. Mhm. But I said, oh, let me just give her the benefit of the doubt. So you know how you see velvet and you rub the nap the opposite way, and then you look at it and it's an obvious flaw and it's an obvious defect. Well, kind of like that sort of thing. And it wasn't long before she showed her ass, as my mom used to say. She showed her ass, and I dropped her like a hot porcupine because ain't nobody got time for that. I don't need that crap in my life, okay? When people show you who they are, better believe them heifers, okay? Quick, fast, and in a hurry. So that's another reason why it's a challenge to form solid friendships, especially when you get older. Because as we get older, we have that syndrome called we don't give an F. We just don't give an F anymore. We're not going to have situations or people or problems or events or circumstances in our life that we can control that we don't need to have there. So it's going to be like you gone, you're out, bye bye. I don't need you. I don't want you. Ha ha, low low. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just get so carried away. I don't know what to say. So that's not going to happen over here, not today. So bottom line, I'd rather have a handful of day ones who I know I can depend on and who love me, even when the moon is full, than having 10 friends who uh, I wouldn't have gift wrapped. I wouldn't have them gift wrapped, okay? It's not about quantity, it's about quality when it comes to friends. So friends are people who know you well and love you and like you anyway. And friendships are precious and they should be treated like the gems that they are. And I treasure my friendships. I do. And I'm blessed and I'm grateful to have the wonderful friendships in my life. I've had friends who have helped me out of jams that have been, very, very difficult at the time and who have paid for classes so that I could take to better myself and who have helped me pay rent and who have just been there for me, who we've shared wonderful laughter and love and experiences and lunches and dinners and I miss my friends so very much. I miss my friends in California. I am from California. I've been in Texas for a minute. It's almost been 8 years, and I'm trying desperately to get back to Cali. But the rents are so exorbitant. The rents are so exorbitant. I mean, we're talking 19, 2 grand for a one-bedroom apartment that's 600 square feet. Oh, woosah. But it's going to be okay. I've given it to the Lord. I've surrendered my request to Him. He knows what I want. He knows what I deserve. He knows what's best for me. So if it's time for me to get back, then I will get back there. But I am doing the things that I need to do on my end to make that come to fruition. So I'm excited about the outcome because I know it's going to work out. And I look forward to uh, reconnecting with my friends and continuing with my friends. And even though continuing communication and relationship with my friends, and whether they are 1,500 miles away or only 20 miles away, my friends are my friends and I love them and I appreciate them and I will always have them hopefully in my life. God willing, and the creek don't rise. So I'm going to jump off. So you take good care. You enjoy your Valentine's Day tomorrow, okay? Whether or not you have a boo or not, you have you a good meal. Enjoy a glass of whatever you like. And be grateful to see another day because each day is a gift, okay? Thank you, gorgeous human, for stopping by Big Age Love with Robin R. Robinson. And like I said before, type in bigagelove.com in your browser and it will take you directly to my YouTube channel. So you take it easy, be well, be happy, be blessed. Thank you so much for subscribing and commenting, liking, and sharing. I really appreciate you and your support. It means the world to me. So take it easy, be well, be happy, be blessed. And I'll talk to you next week, God willing, and the creek don't rise. All right? Take it easy now.